guys, and welcome back to another episode of Albert Engel's Pro Career in PCM 24. And it was a pretty successful first episode of the 2028 season, season 5 for Albert, taking out the Santos Tour Down Under to start his campaign very on the front foot, we'll say. Tadej Pogačar was in attendance, so that is a early win over his biggest rival in pro cycling, although there are some new talents starting to emerge, and I gotta say, that was the most chaotic tour we've had to take part in and win, or feature in and then manage to win as well. Could have really gone a lot of different ways. There was a lot of different riders at the forefront as well, so pretty interesting. I think it's a bit of a telltale early on of how this season may go as we add some more XP to the kitty. But yeah, it's certainly not going to be the most straightforward of seasons, although we do start the most ideal way we possibly could. Notice Primoz down there is running second in a tour in Spain, which is good to see. Next up for Albert, though, in this episode is going to be the Strade Bianche. He didn't take part last season, but he is taking part this season. He has a pretty full one-day classics campaign you can see on the calendar just above my head. He has 8 one-day races to take part in, and also the Tirreno Adriatico in the middle there as well. So it's a pretty heavy campaign early on. We're looking to do the Flemish triple and also the Ardennes triple in one season, a feat never done before. Not even Eddie Merckx managed to accomplish that one. I would say it's even harder than doing the Grand Tour triple, potentially. I don't know how much of a stretch that is. I'd kind of say it is. We'll talk about that more in the Strade Bianche when we're actually doing that race. But anyway, we'll jump forward to the announcement of the team for Strade Bianche. All right, and here we are at the Strade Bianche, the unofficial 6th monument of the season. I would say it's official. It is such a classic race, this one. And we got some big names taking part. Stefan Kung is here, fresh off a very strong tour down under. Tish Benoot, well, not fresh off, that was actually quite some time ago. It's only Albert that's deciding to not race between now and the Santos Tour Down Under. Everyone else is featured in plenty of races. Tish Benoot as well, he's riding for DSM these days. Tom Pidcock riding for AG2R, which essentially is the home of most Ineos Grenadierians. He certainly looks like a formidable foe. Magnus Sheffield as well on that squad. Thibaut Nice for 𝐀𝐻 Nielsen Paulus, Wout van Aert. Boy, is he a very well-rounded rider, isn't he? Ben Healy, can't discredit this man. He's dangerous, to put it lightly. Roman Gregor as well for Alpecin. He is a massive threat when the roads get punchy. And of course, the famous rival of Albert, Tadej Pogačar. Big time. In terms of the team that we're bringing along, let's have a look. We've got Roger Adrea here in attendance. We've got Giovanni Alotti, Albert, Chris Harper is here, Leonard Kemner, Denny Martinez, and also Matteo Sobrero. So we're bringing an awfully strong team from Siena to Siena through the Tuscan white gravel roads. Let's get down into the action and see what day is ahead of Albert and the Red Bull Bora crew.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Siena in Italy for the start of the Strade Bianche. Created in 2007, it is one of the newest classics on the calendar, but it is also one of the most respected by both spectators and riders. What sets this race apart are its white roads that cross Tuscany. These gravel and dirt roads make it a grueling and technically challenging event along the length of the 215-kilometer route. Both punchers and specialists of Northern Classics can hope for victory, thus making what may seem a race from another age even more interesting. The finish on the Piazza del Campo produces a spectacular climax, with a final steep climb through the narrow streets of the old town of Siena.
All right, there is another lovely intro for us. Albert finding his way to the front. We've got a Lottie on a -3 day. So yes, I agree. That is a fantastic rider to look after Albert. This is a race Albert has won only once in his career so far. And to be honest, I say this about a lot of races I know. This one's up there for one of my favourites on the calendar. It's unique that it features gravel roads as we're riding across now. Some could say this was the true Pioneer Classic, as the old gravel racing is now called the Pioneer Champs. Yeah, this, as the commentator said, formed in 2007, the Strade Bianche. But yeah, certainly what we've already seen from down under and right now as well is racing in 2028 is aggressive. Peloton's already riding incredibly hard. Things are split already. We're on the wrong side of a split. We've thankfully got Andrea here to help weld it back together, and he's done an excellent job, I gotta add. But yeah, you can see just how aggressive the Peloton's looking to ride, and for no real, or say for no real reason, for a massive reason. 20 odd riders up the road. Corbin Strong is in there, and boy, I mean, excuse the pun, he is very bloody strong. So he's a rider you don't want to weigh. You got Michael Storer as well, seems to be getting spat out the back, but he's a very strong rider as well. So yeah, this is a dangerous move. 20 riders trying to get in the break so early is nuts. We'll keep moving forward, but yeah, we've got the Red Bull Bora boys working hard with the Ineos crew, which is essentially Visma. Got to remember that Ineos, when you're seeing them, is basically a Visma rehash. They brought the license or did that official merge. We've almost caught that early breakaway, but not quite. A lot of riders are very cooked here. We're 120k out. I'm kind of tempted to attack just to force a bit of chase from behind. Just knowing how tired everyone is. You can see even Denny Martinez is starting to hurt a bit. All right, we're catching one of the breakaway riders. We're not far off the front of the bike race here, actually. It's an interesting move, this one. We pulled this in the Volta. We attacked really early, and we managed to actually hold on for the win. We're going to quickly round the break up just like that. Albert has found the front of the bike race. But mind you, this is a long old way to go, and I don't think this is the way to win the race. I just want to make it difficult on the riders behind. I doubt Peters here is going to want to work with us, the Once rider. But you never know. We've got Rex chasing back on 12 behind from what is their early breakaway as well. And we're about to hit some more bumpy stuff, or what do you call it, dirt stuff, white gravel. Here we go, we're swinging around the Tuscan hills here. Beautiful area, I've got to say. I do personally love Tuscany. The region there is just absolutely stunning. But here we go, we're swinging up onto one of the gravel sections here. This is a rather long one. There's a Peloton very hungry behind chasing. Denny Martinez is actually coming across. Sobrero has attacked and found that group behind us. And then Denny Martinez is trying to come across. So it's some good team tactics from Red Bull, just trying to make the race incredibly difficult. Albert might sit up now that he knows he's got some teammates just behind. He's just heard on the radio they've officially joined. So we'll let Denny Martinez and Sobrero catch up to Albert. And here they are. You can see the Peloton not far behind either. Obviously, they're motivated to bring things back together now that there's 3 Red Bull riders up the front. But yeah, now Red Bull's really punched it on the front. It's at a minute the gap. I'm expecting it to split a bit more behind, but it kind of hasn't, which is interesting to say the least. And there we go. Peloton is all back together. That was all for nothing. Let's just take a look back through the Peloton. Max Poole was hurting a little, but not too much. Let's find Tadej. How was he feeling with that? Oh, we've found our way off the front once again.
There's a breakaway!
Talking too soon. But yeah, Tadej was hurting a bit. He's actually on a -3 day. Wout was hurting a bit. Albert's kind of okay with this, you could say. Julian Alaphilippe on the attack there. Denny Martinez moving with him. I can't say his name, sorry. Oh, Remco on the move, though. Sobrero's there. Albanese's going with. We've also got Neilands, Nielsen Powers, and Rafferty's just behind us. Consi's there. Jonas and Bettiol. Carthy's here as well. I mean,
There's
as I
now
called
more
it
than a minute
out,
between the
the one thing
breakaway
I
and the
learned from
pack.
Down Under was racing's going to be different in 28, and this race has
We're
been
already at the
different,
halfway
that's for
stage.
sure. On the Pivia Asati right now, we've got 𝐷𝐬𝐲 looking to attack. We might
Several
follow that
riders
move,
are
to be honest.
attempting
That's
to
a
break
very
away.
dangerous move, having 𝐷𝐬𝐲 try to go up the road. He's on a +1 day, mind you, as well. So Albert's found his way into that group. Excellent move there. I'm only man marking it, if I'm honest, though. I just don't want 𝐷𝐲 to go up the road. Whilst we're up the front here, though, we might grab drink
The pace
bottles.
seems much
Didn't
too
really
high
work
for
out,
many
but that's
riders.
fine. Oh, no, it did. Excellent. We've got Sobrero and Martinez still up the front. 𝐉𝐨𝐲 and 𝐷𝐲 is attacking once
Acceleration by
again.
𝐉𝐨𝐲.
And doesn't really seem like anyone here is looking like they want to work. And very quickly, the group of Sobrero and 𝐉𝐨𝐲, there goes Filippo Ganna. And 𝐾𝐿 is looking to chase that one.
Acceleration by
We've
Ganna.
got Pogačar still in here, so Little Trek, I don't think actually sent anyone up the road there. Just check through. No, they did. Albanese, of course. But I kind of backed Danny Martinez to pull something off out of that group, or Sobrero. He's the better rider than Battistelli. Maybe not Remco. Definitely Alaphilippe, and definitely Albanese. We've got Chris Harper still in here to protect us. I don't really know what's going to happen. We're at 3 minutes 30 to the front. 𝐿𝐵𝐸𝐶𝐾𝐿 aren't represented up front, and they've obviously got one of the race favourites in Roman Gregor here as well. Maxim
The
Van
gap
Gils
is
is still in
widening.
this
It's
group.
now more than 2
So I'm
minutes.
not
The peloton
too
seems
sure
content
what's
to
going to
let it
happen from
grow.
this position.
The
I
breakaway is
kind
not
of
to everybody's
don't
liking.
want
The
these
peloton
two
has
working.
significantly increased its speed.
I can just tell them to sit on, surely, no? If I do tell them to maintain, but have their effort high enough to make sure they don't get dropped, surely that can kind of just work out for us. I do want that break to come back. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think they're actually strong enough to take on a Remco Evenepoel in that finale, just because Remco has that longevity kind of stamina about him. All right, we're on one of the main defining sectors of this race. Alpecin and 𝐾𝐿 are still pacing on the front. They have reduced the gap a little now, which is good. I just need to adjust Albert's effort. Up front, looks like the pace is ramping once again. Maybe just adjust. Hang on, getting it all mixed up here. Just adjust these two to around that 75 effort. We've got two riders trying to slip off the front. Who is that? 𝐉𝐸𝐲 and 𝐷𝐲 still? Maybe they've actually been caught. Oh, no, it isn't. It's, I can't quite make that out. Let's just grab this. It's 𝐉𝐸𝐲 and 𝐾𝐿, actually. But, yeah, the six out front. Well, Garner actually made it across. Fair play to him. That's a mammoth effort. Wow. Okay, but they're only at 2 minutes 30 now. Danny Martinez and Sobrero are actually both looking really, really strong in that group now, which is excellent. There's a nice little lull here. We might just move their effort so they don't get dropped out of that group. But yeah, that is not bad at all, I've got to say. I am going to use surprise here, move Albert through and attack across, I think. We've managed to catch out some riders. Bagiol has reacted, Powless and Thibaut Nice as well. We're trying to cross quickly to our riders up front, use them as satellite riders, so to speak. Up and over the rollers. There we go. We're in this group. Excellent riding indeed. We'll put Sobrero and Martinez immediately on to predefined strategy, and Albert has found himself a minute 20 up on the rest of the peloton, and currently it's power play by Red Bull Bora at the moment, that's for sure. I don't know what's going to happen behind just yet, but Albert is looking decent at the moment. Oof, Danny Martinez, sir, please. Not too hard. That's too much effort, buddy. It is an attack from Filippo Ganna, though. We're in a group at the moment with Nielsen Powless, Alaphilippe, and obviously Sobrero, and Albert is still here. Jesus Christ, they've quickly gotten a massive lead up front. Maybe we should have reacted to it. I don't know. I kind of trust in Danny Martinez currently, if I'm honest. Up and over the next little incline, but I'm going to have to get these two on the relay pretty quickly. Effort 86 from them. We can move Albert probably to around the 81 or so effort just to hold the wheels. I'm going to quickly try and reduce this gap. There is a group coming up from behind. They're only around that 32-second mark. And it's a minute 30 now to the group in front. I suppose the good news is they're burning their legs. There's only 5 of them up there. There's one rider being dropped as well. So yeah, that is the good news. The bad news is we've just been caught by all the favourites. Healy, Sheffield, Pidcock, Pellizzari and Pogačar. Van Aert, Roman Gregor, Alaphilippe is here now with us. Well, he was in that group originally with us. We've got 2 riders out of the main group that went up the road just in front of us. Martinez and Sobrero still here to help us out. And it's only a minute 50 the time gap, so we might get Sobrero to go backwards and use Transcend on Martinez. He's doing a great job with it's Healy working the front at the moment, so I guess they're all in for Powers.
By Nice.
Pretty interesting. 𝐉𝐸 at the moment feeling really strong, I guess. He's the one working the front up and over that climb. We're just mindful of splits at this moment. We're only in the final 20k. Nielsen Powers going on the attack. We're going to have to do something here. What have we got? Roman Gregor. There's a Wout van Aert attack. We're going to have to go on the attack ourselves in that case. I think we're a little boxed, but not too much. And it is mostly back together at the current moment. We'll follow attack from Wout, seeing as he's the one on the wheel. But no, I don't think much is doing there. And he's got a lot of yellow bar. Garner looks a bit cooked. Sheffield looks quite good. So does Pogačar. I think we can attack at this moment in time just to kind of test everyone out, if I'm honest. It's a big attack from Albert. Everyone's reacting to it, though, at the moment. Yeah, still 15 riders in this peloton. Really, all that did was drop our teammates, unfortunately. But Albert's still looking very decent at this moment in time. Just take a look at Wout. Yeah, he's not feeling as good. Neither is Pogačar. No, not really anyone in this group. Pidcock actually looks like the second strongest. There's Evenepoel, but he's burnt a lot of matches early in this race. Nielsen Powers does look really good, I gotta say, as well. Right, we'll jump forward a little bit. This has been an action-packed stage. Well, race. Alright. We've got the final big climbs to come now. We're just watching for any attacks, and it is Nielsen Powers' first roll of the dice. Wout is very keen to it, so is 𝐉𝐸. We might have to watch Wout for a counter over the top even of Nielsen, although Nielsen looks like he can carry this on for quite a while. And there's 3 suddenly away with Wout, Nielsen and Albert. Under 10k to go. Looks like Nielsen is interested in relaying. Maybe not. We might jump in the relay then. We've only got 7 seconds, mind you, but why not take a little look at it? There's a couple rollers to come, and then the big old climb up to the finish yet to come as well. There's Pogačar trying to get his way across. We've adjusted the effort with Albert, but here is Pogačar. He's made his way over. There's Nielsen Powers trying to push the pace on the front. We are tentative to it though. Yep, we've grabbed his wheel. Excellent. And we're on another massive incline here. It looks like Baguiol is finding it a bit too much. Around this next bend, around this one. There's the 5k to go banner. We're leading at the front at the moment. A little bit mindful that's a bit silly. Nielsen Powers behind it, strong. So does Pidcock as well. Actually, Pidcock's got some very nice legs. Magnus Sheffield comes through for the front now for a pull. This is a cagey affair. We've only got 4k to go. A little descent here. Enough to get full bar back almost for Albert, which is great news. And we've got the final climb now to come. There goes Pidcock. We'll grab his wheel. We're going to take the gel with Albert. Have grabbed his wheel at good timing. We need to be mindful of getting caught behind. We might swing on to effort 99 to just push through. And we can go pretty deep here. I am a little mindful to burn out. Okay, launch sprint. Oh, it's going to be tight. I think Albert's got the pass through though at the moment. Pogačar just there. He's got a little bit of red still in the legs, but yes, it's just enough for Albert to take the win over Tom Pidcock. and Tadej Pogačar. What a finish that is, and what a sight that finish line is in the middle of town square in Siena. Albert taking a second win in the Strade Bianche. Far out, what a cagey race. I mean, we had started the attacks, 130k out, but really it was who was in that breakaway that forced us to do it. So it was a very, very open race. That's all I can say. Anybody in that final 10 could have won that race. I'm glad it was Albert. And there he is, taking the top step. Thomas Pidcock and Tadej Pogačar in the end, the only riders on the same time with Albert. It was a Roman Gregor taking fourth. Nielsen Powers, I'd argue, one of the strongest, but along with Pidcock, those two are very strong. Rounding out the top five. Wout there in sixth. Francesco Bassato in seventh, Italian champion. Oh, that was, without a doubt, I think, one of the most exciting races I've done on this game. That was nuts. And shout out to these two. They were instrumental in keeping things together when we found our way up the road. Albert being on the front foot, sometimes they say offense is the best form of defense. All right, and it is a level up. Level 33 achieved. Excellent. We can tick off Super Leader and tick off Race. All level 3 now for Albert. It is Personality and Discovery to go. We're looking at Observation for Discovery next in this one. All right, let's jump forward and kick off our Tirreno Adriatico defense. All right, and here is our team for the Tirreno. We've got Alotti, Tobias Foss, Chris Harper once again, 𝐕𝐸 𝐬𝐧, Maximilian Schachmann, and Matteo Sobrero. We'll jump in this first one. We'll probably jump through the most of it, at least to the final 5k. But yeah, let's get into the action. Alrighty, here we are, staying in Italy. Albert just basically booked out a lovely Airbnb in Tuscany, spent some time there recovering after his assault of the Tuscan gravel roads, and arrived in Tirreno fresh and ready to defend his championship here. We've got Tobias Foss looking not his out-and-out best, so we might have him protect Albert, and we'll whack it on 8x. We're going to jump forward to the final 5k unless anything exciting happens. All right, you join us at 5k to go as promised. We've a little bit cooked the lead out, if I'm honest. Sharkman did a nice job, but we're starting things a little too late, if I was to be completely honest with you. We'll launch sprint with Alotti, try to get something happening. We'll see how we go. Looks like Alotti can deliver Albert up onto potentially Milan's wheel. Yeah, I'd say so. Not a terrible result. We'll try to slip in underneath him if we can. We got 𝐬𝐧 on our wheel, but it looks like it's going to be Milan. Or is it 𝐉𝐸, the world champion? It is. It is 𝐉𝐸 on the inside, the new world champion, riding for Quick Step in his first year in the World Tour. I still can't believe what a way to enter the World Tour as a world champion. That is nuts. Jonathan Milan getting second. Tim Thorn Tuttenberg in third. Anna Dali in fourth. Filippo Ganna in fifth. Albert was ninth with his German teammate 𝐕𝐸 𝐬𝐧 in eighth. Not a terrible start to the Tirreno. And there he is, the world champion, riding for Quick Step, taking his first World Tour stage win. But boy, that's not his best result. I mean, that's nuts. He has probably started a career in the World Tour even better than Albert did. So watch out for this guy. He's a massive star in the making. And it's the early leader jersey for 𝐉𝐸 as well. It's Strade Bianche taking out the KOM. He was the only rider who went in the breakaway. That's kind of what UAE, or what life looks like at UAE after Pogačar is, solo riders in breakaways. 𝐉𝐸 gets the points class. He's also going to obviously have the young rider and team classes with FDJ. Okay, let's get to stage 2. And stage 2, another flat stage. We're going to do something we never do. We're going to quick sim a stage. Let's see how it goes. Okay, went all right, you know. We got 12th, so about as good as we probably would have went. Tim Thorn Tuttenberg taking out the stage. He is rapid. Have a look at that. An 81 sprint and an 82 acceleration. Very quick. It was Mads Pedersen in second, 𝐉𝐨𝐬 𝐾𝐻𝐨𝐮𝐢𝐞𝐋𝐨𝐮 in third. Ulms only managed 13th, unfortunately for him, but I'm sure he will make amends in the next stage yet. A very classy rider that he is. All right, on to stage 3. All right, and stage 3, we're going to save for next episode so we can have a big old feature of the Tirreno and really focus on it. But you can take a look. This is a fun looking stage, one that is very much up Albert's alley. It features the Poggio Mirella, and it also finishes up a pretty steep incline as well into Saturinha. Definitely a stage Albert will be eyeing off to try and get that blue jersey in Tirreno and kick off his classics campaign, although he's already kicked it off really well, with a bang. That goes without saying. Over in Paris-Nice, we can see Matej Michels has taken the stage win there and the early yellow jersey. Jai Hindley, our teammate, actually just won a stage 4. Not the yellow jersey for him just yet, but we'll keep an eye on how that goes. Obviously, he's feeling pretty good in France at the moment. Only 14 seconds back. It was a TT win as well for Jai, so he must be, look at that 91% fitness. Something is certainly cooking for him. Maybe we're going to have 2 wins in the famous 1 week classics coming our way for Red Bull Bora. All right, guys, that's been it for this episode. Give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 500 subs before end of the year if it's possible. Peace out.